Hello, my dear friends, once again. So today let's talk a little bit about electrical system, about this accessories regarding the extra lights and so on. As I promised you on my last video, I have some things to show you today. And in general, I would like to begin to talk about Marchal. Marchal is the brand that I found recently, a couple of years ago, and you can find other videos that I'm talking about Marchal. And I have bought many different kind of lights, Marchal lights, extra like fog, big lights, long range, short range, different kind of lights. And I will put on the description part, in the description part of this video, a very interesting link that you can check what kind of Marchal lights was by the year and so on, because you know it's important, as I always repeating. As example, now I'm working on my 1957 Volkswagen Beetle. So when I build period correct, it means the parts that I use, I try to make it in a same year range. Of course, not always is possible, but let's say 5 or 10 years, it's already big difference. As example, you know, for example, if you will buy a roof rack for your Volkswagen Beetle, and if you will buy from 70s and you will put on a 57, 60s early car, it's gonna make a big design difference, and you will see that the car, that's something wrong with the car, because with different eras you will see that the parts are different, even the material, the colors, the feelings and so on. This car particularly I'm building with 6 volts system, the old one, so it's very important. I just bought the main part I needed, the Marchal relay, but let's say, okay, I will be honest with you, this relay is from the 1969. And I need like a 10 years earlier one. I couldn't found yet. If I will find the end of 50s, I will use it. If not, I will put this one. And so, in general, you can see right here the parts that I am using, the cable, the light, the bulbs, and so on. This is sometimes takes a lot of time nowadays, because it's not so easy to find these parts. So coming back to the lights, I can suggest you to search them all over Europe. I have found very nice deals in Portugal. You can buy from Portugal, they are much cheaper. And you know, the shipping cost is not expensive, because Portugal has somehow not expensive post service. So coming back to the build, you know, as I mentioned it on my previous videos, I'm using the cables I'm buying from the Creative Cables company. You can find the page in the description part of this video. And so coming back to the Marchal, particularly this model, 642. 642 is a period correct Marchal fog light, because it was from the second part of 50s and first part of 60s. And you can see on my build how they are organically looks correct with a car, because the age of the car and the accessories that I am putting, you know, they are period correct. So let's go near the car and I will show you some close-ups, how it looks like already installed lights on a roof rack. So from the close shots you can see many nice details that you can find on this 642 Marchal light, and in general it's very nice crafted lights and so on. Of course, mine's condition are not so nice anymore, but you know, this is kind of style, building style for this car. So I'm not trying to put perfect parts because it's gonna be too much difference. You know, it's a more patina style, but you can see there is options. You can put a yellow light inside or just white light. Not sure, we'll see. Maybe we'll go yellow because I already have made the front of the car yellow. So the blue, yellow, blue and yellow, you know, very nice combination. So let's go deeper. I will show you in more details the relay, the Marchal relay. Let's open the box and we can see inside the relay is in green color. It has on a bottom and a upper stage a very nice minus ground, and here there is a connections. It's very nice to have, you know, also the original instruction where you can see all the possible ways how to connect the light, because as here you can see that they are offering, if you are connecting the long lights, they are offering you to connect, to make a switch on a minus, and if you are connecting other kind of stuff, you can put through the plus and so on. Also how to electrocompressor connect if you want. It depends for which purpose you will use this relay. So also I need a bulb, 6 volts and so on. The biggest issue, as I said, as I mentioned previously, that it's sometimes it's hard to find these parts, you know. And for example, for me, okay, in general, the plan was to put 5 lights on a roof rack, but now somehow I feel and I see that I will leave the 3 of them, because for me personally, they look much better than 5. And you know, to buy these 5 lights, 6 for 2 particular model, it took me like, you know, I don't know, 3-4 months to search and so on. Of course, you can buy always the expensive possible, you know, offer on eBay and so on, but you will pay hundreds and hundreds. So if you want to save, you know, it's important, you know, to build and to try to save on a building cost. So guys, this is what I wanted to show you today. You know, this short video kind of about the stuff what I'm using, the light stuff, the 6-volt system, you know, and so on. Be clever, you know, if you find good deals, buy all the parts. You know, usually I buy in big quantities, the bulbs, the things and so on. If I find that people wanna, you know, sell off sometimes some old stock or something, it's time to buy now and keep it, you know, because it's getting harder and harder to build, you know, period correct cars, especially it's late 50s, early 50s, early 60s, you know, and so on. So please comment what you think about my ideas, about my design, about the lights that I am using, the accessories and so on. For me, it's important your input. So stay on touch, stay on my channel, please subscribe if you're not subscribing yet. Let me grow, put your comments, and as always, greetings from Vilnius and see you next time. Bye.